everybody, so I'm going to do a quick review of some new products that I discovered today. Well, I didn't discover them, I knew they existed, but I was not going to pick these up today. I was actually looking for the Iman BB Cream in Clay Medium Deep. If anybody's been looking for that, you know it's been difficult to locate in stores. So I had gone online this morning and saw that my local Walgreens had Iman BB Cream in Clay Medium Deep available. So I walked over there. They didn't have it at all. They actually had the Iman display, but they did not have any of the BB creams in the display at all. There was not even a place for it, so I'm not quite sure why their online system said this particular store did have the BB cream in stock. But what they did have in stock is the new Black Radiance BB cream. So I got them in all 5 shades that were available, and I'll add a picture here so you can see the display. Very small display, only 2 of each color were available. And they do have testers in the store. One of the testers, I think the Café one, was missing, but I did buy the Café one anyway. So I'm going to quickly swatch these for you so you can see what they look like. And I think my color is probably Coffee Glaze. The colors are Café, Coffee Glaze, Brown Sugar, Honey Amber, and Chocolate. So I'm going to swatch all of these and we'll see what they look like. Okay, so I'm going to start with Honey Amber, and this is it. I think this is definitely too light for me, but I'm going to go ahead and try it anyway. It comes with a little cover on the cap here. Alright, Honey Amber, and I am going to use my Sigma, what is this? Foundation brush F60, and I'm just going to do it with my finger, just a little here, so you can see what that looks like. Yeah, it's too light for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and see what that looks like. So I'm also going to go outside so you can see what these look like in the sunlight. Well, it's not really sunny, but in the daylight. So that is Honey Amber. Okay, so now the second color I'm going to try is called Café, and this one I also think is going to be a little too light for me. I'm going to put it in the same place, opposite side, and I'm also still using my Sigma F60 foundation brush, cleaned in between. I'm cleaning my brushes, by the way, with Parian Spirit, and for a brush of this size I just have it in a little spray bottle and squirt it on there, let it dry. It doesn't take that long to dry, and get the color off, and then just keep moving. So this is Café. And again, I'm going to be adding photos outside so you can see what this looks like in the daylight. So this one is Honey Amber, and this one is Café. And I'm going to add the pictures. Okay, so the third color that I'm going to try is the Brown Sugar, and this one is a little more brown than me, and I'm going to put it right beside the Café. And again, using my F60 foundation brush from Sigma. This is from the Mrs. Bunny kit. I got it on sale for Christmas recently. So it goes on pretty smooth so far, and this is obviously a little too dark for me, but for darker complexions this could work. And as it's drying right now, it looks fine. It looks like my skin, other than of course the color is off. So I'll add the pictures for this Brown Sugar one right now. So the fourth color that I'm going to try is Chocolate. And again, I don't think this is the right color for me, but I'm going to swatch it anyway. Again, still using my Sigma F60 foundation brush. As you can see, it has been cleaned off. It dries pretty quickly when you just use a little spray bottle with the Parian Spirit and just spray that on the brush, swipe it on a paper towel, get the color off, and it's ready to go. Didn't even take a minute to dry. By the time I went out and took the pictures and came back, it was ready to go. So this is chocolate, and I'm going to just use my finger, and I'm going to put it right beside the honey amber on this side. So you can see that color. And I will add some photos of chocolate. So the fifth and final color that I'm going to use, test out, is the Coffee Glaze. And I think this is going to be a good shade for me, but we will see in a second. Again, using my clean Sigma F60 foundation brush. And I'm going to put this down the middle of my face. Basically just to see if it can cover some of the spots I have on my nose, as well as to see if it's a good color match. Normally when I'm doing my foundation products, I will buff them in with my E.L.F. brush. And if this turns out to be a good match, I will go ahead and do that after I'm finished taking off the other colors and putting my moisturizer back on. So that is Coffee Glaze down the center of my face. I'm not sure if it's covering. Let's see. The little dark spots on my nose. Add a little more. So it definitely is a good color match in comparison to the others that you can see on my face. Coffee Glaze is in the center. This side is Brown Sugar, Café, Coffee Glaze in the middle, and Honey Amber is here. And this one, what is the name of that one? Oh, Honey Amber. No, Honey Amber is here. What color is that? Oh, chocolate. I'm sorry. That's chocolate on this side. So this is brown sugar on the outside, and this is chocolate on this side. All right. So I'm going to take all of, well, I'm going to take the pictures, and then I'm going to take all of this off and apply Coffee Glaze to my entire face. Okay, so I'm back, and I have chosen Coffee Glaze as the color that I'm going to use for my full face. And I have been using in the past my E.L.F. $3 brush, powder brush. As you can see, it's falling apart. It's only $3, so you can't really be mad at that. I did buy a second one, which has not yet fallen apart. But for this, I'm going to be using my Sephora brush. This is the 134 Face Blender brush from the Vision, I think Pro Visionary collection. It has a little cap on it, so you can keep it clean when you have it stored. So here we go with Coffee Glaze. I'm still going to dot this on my face. By the way, this is a 1 ounce product, 1 fluid ounce, 29.6 milliliters. I think 1 ounce is actually 30 milliliters, but it's close. And I usually don't need a whole lot of coverage. I'm just trying to even out my skin tone. I might actually have put a little too much of this on, but we're going to blend it out and see what it looks like. I just want the center of my face to kind of match the outer perimeter. I like this brush because of the way it's shaped. You can really just get into all the little corners of your face, like up by your nose and between your eye area. You don't want to be too rough around your eye area. You don't want to end up pulling on your skin and developing wrinkles. So if you feel like you need some more, it doesn't look like this has a lot of coverage, so it won't look like a mask or look cakey or anything. It has a little bit of shine to it. I'm not sure if that's just because it's hot in here or if it really has a bit of radiance to it. I'm going to add just a tad bit more around my eyes. And I'm going to use the E.L.F brush to kind of blend this in around my eyes to cover up this darkness and a little bit of redness that I have around my eyes. I'm going to use the E.L.F brush for that. Sorry, that's just my phone alerting me that I have an appointment in about 15 minutes. Oh, E.L.F brush is shedding on my face. Alright, so that is Coffee Glaze Black Radiance BB Cream. Looks like a very good match, actually. But I will add the pictures so you can see if you think this might be a good option for you. I'm going to keep it on for the day to see what it ends up drying like and if the color changes or anything. And I will go ahead and add the pictures now. Thanks. So it's the end of the day. I have been trying out the Coffee Glaze BB Cream by Black Radiance and just want to give a couple specs on the product. The BB cream was $6.49 at my local Walgreens. They had a $1 off coupon on each of the products themselves, which you'll see in the display if I haven't already added it to this video. And I also had some reward points at Walgreens for another $2 off, which is great. So I ended up paying $28. Was it $28? Yeah, $28.33 for these 5 different BB creams. And Walgreens has a great return policy, so if the makeup doesn't work for you, it's not your color, what have you, you can take it back. So I will be taking back these other 4 colors probably tomorrow. And again, this is 1 fluid ounce, and a little goes a long way. As you recall, I did not put a whole lot on. It's mostly focused in the center of my face, and then I just blended it out because I'm much lighter in the center. And I am not an oily person, so I don't know if this has any kind of oil control, but for me it is working. I typically have dry skin. I have a little bit of moisture right here, but that's because it's hot in this bathroom. But otherwise it turned out really well, and I would definitely buy it again. Doesn't seem to have oxidized. The color looks the same to me as it did when I put it on. Maybe you guys might think differently, but it looks the same to me. I guess the test will be when my husband gets home if he notices that I have on makeup, because he has noticed in the past couple of months more often than I would prefer that I have had on a foundation product. So, but if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or shoot me a message and I will get back to you when I can. Thank you.